Order, order. Hello and welcome to Reporters Without Orders, a podcast where we talk about what made news, what didn't, and some things that absolutely shouldn't have. I'm your host, Akanksha Kumar, and joining me in the studio today, I have my colleague Laasya Shekhar, who recently reported on the violence at JNU, which happened on the day of Ram Navami. Also joining us online is journalist Saahil Murli Manghani, former host at CNN News 18 and currently the head of the fact check unit at The Wire, whose recent reportage exposes the hypocrisy of Sudarshan News, whose reporter was seen heckling a staffer at Haldiram store for carrying quote unquote Urdu writings on their food packets. Hello and welcome to both of you.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you, Akanksha.
The 9-day long celebration of Navratri this year turned violent, with incidents of communal clashes being reported from at least 5 states, including Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Gujarat, and West Bengal. There seems to have been a common pattern in these incidents where incendiary slogans were raised, certain kind of songs were being played. And given the fact that these processions were being carried out after a gap of almost 2 years of COVID-induced lockdown, the administration on the ground in these respective states should have been more vigilant, but something which was found absolutely missing on the ground. And before the ripple effect of this violence could be felt in the capital city of Delhi, we had hate spewing channels like Sudarshan News already building the ground, trying to mislead its viewers by saying that carrying certain kind of labels actually amounts to misleading Hindus during the 9-day festival of Navratri. I will first let the viewers know what is it that went viral days before Ram Navami as a reporter of Sudarshan News went to a store of Haldirams.
जो आपने इंग्लिश में लिख रखा है, इसमें ऐसा क्या है जिसको आपने उर्दू में लिख रखा है? हाँ, तो मुझे दीजिए कंसर्न। मैं मांग रही हूँ। मैं इस पे क्यों दूँ? This is not something which is a social or publicly I want to. It is. Ma'am, how come? मेरा सवाल है आपसे। आपका सवाल मुझसे है? आपका सवाल मुझसे है या पब्लिक से है? आपका सवाल मुझसे है या पब्लिक से है? आपसे पब्लिक के लिए। क्यों? आप पब्लिक नो बताना चाहती हो? ऐसा क्या झूठ परोसना चाहते हो या छिपाना चाहती हो जिसको आपने ये उर्दू में लिखा है? नहीं, आप इनको समझाइए मत, आप समझाने की जरूरत भी नहीं। We are not here to tell her anything. Okay, so you are not going to tell me anything. आपको जो करना है मैम आप वो करिए because this kind of tantrums ना Haldirams are not gonna entertain at all. Haldiram is gonna to promote इस तरह के tantrums कर सकते हैं. You can have this is not going to hazard from you like is an any health habit or anything. How do I believe you? ये उर्दू में क्यों लिखा है आपने? ये आपने उर्दू में क्यों लिखा है?
Now, Saahil has done an investigation on this particular reportage of, and I should actually say quote unquote reportage of Sudarshan News. And my first question to you, Saahil, is how does your story actually establish that Sudarshan News is in fact bluffing its own viewers by giving space to certain advertisements? And you have to, I would urge the viewers to make note of the fact, also watch Saahil's video report on this, that Sudarshan News, which did an entire news segment saying that Haldiram's Falahari mixture should not carry quote unquote Urdu label, which by the way is Arabic writing, does give space on a regular basis to certain products which also have Arabic writings on their packets. Over to you, Saahil.
So as you rightly pointed out, it's all about Sudarshan's hypocrisy. And that's exactly what I wanted to expose. I began looking at, I took the excruciating task of, first of all, subscribing to Sudarshan News on my cable TV, which anyway, team at Newslaundry does on a daily basis. So hats off to you. Then I started monitoring Sudarshan News on a 24-hour basis. And my single line intention was to look at the kind of products it advertises on its own channel and thereby establish a link that those were also products which had the same Urdu or Arabic labeling. So I looked at a series of products, and one was Dr. Ortho. Dr. Ortho is produced by a company called Divisa. Divisa also manufactures 3 other products. All 4 products run their ads on Sudarshan TV. Now, Dr. Ortho's packaging, which is sold in India, has its name mentioned in Urdu. So I got it right there. And then I contacted some of my friends in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Kuwait, and wanted to know if Dr. Ortho is sold even there. And they confirmed to me that yes, it's available there. It's imported from India to those countries. Now, there are clear guidelines that if you have to export to Gulf countries, then their packaging should have Arabic written on that. And I did manage to find Dr. Ortho's packaging, which is exported from India to Dubai with Arabic labeling. And these are the same products which are being advertised on Sudarshan. So the story was done. And I thought that I've done the job. And then I stumbled upon another advertisement which was running on Sudarshan TV, which was of its own wellness products. So then I found that Sudarshan also has a Ayurvedic brand called Sudarshan Ayurveda. And what really caught my eye was numbers which were flashing on the screen of Sudarshan TV. One was of Pakistan, that if you want to order these products in Pakistan, dial in on these numbers. But more than Pakistan, the country that really caught my eye was Dubai, because all the links were in a way related to Dubai. Dr. Ortho was sold in Dubai. The Haldiram packet, which they picked up, was also meant to be exported to Dubai, but was also available in the Indian market. Companies do that. They in a way manufacture a large consignment. Some of it is sent to Dubai, and the extra ones are sold back to India. So I then started pursuing that particular angle. Then I pretended to be a Dubai-based store owner in Al Fahidi market of Dubai. And I established myself as a supermarket owner of an alternative medicine store in Dubai. And then started and got into a negotiation with Sudarshan guys. Now we have only put out an excerpt of that investigation on air, but initially I tried getting the dialect and everything right. And the moment I threw in the bait that I would be ordering a huge amount of products from Sudarshan Ayurveda, they got glued in. And then I put a condition. And my only condition was that those packets must have Arabic on them. And the moment they saw money coming in their way, Sudarshan Ayurveda threw all their reservations for Urdu, Arabic out of the window, and they were ready to print anything in any language on those products. So we not just found products with Urdu as well as Arabic labeling being advertised on their channel, but we also found they being the owner of a wellness Ayurvedic brand, in which when I pretended to be a Dubai-based store owner, they were more than happy to, in a way, sell those products to me and put Arabic or any other language on that just to mint money. The point of the investigation being clearly here that no language is wrong. Even Urdu is one of the 22 official languages of India. Arabic is recommended by a government of India body, which has put out guidelines that if you have to export products from India to Dubai, they must have Arabic labeling. So there's nothing wrong or surreptitious. Everything is fine. The point of the investigation was to expose the hypocrisy, the reality, and the real hidden interests of these self-proclaimed custodians of Hindu religion and India's self-interest. Their reality stands there. And even the response that has come in from Sudarshan TV is once again about, oh, you are attacking us because we raise issues of Hinduism. Arey bhai, take a stand, drop those advertisements. Tell us why were you very keen to throw out all your reservations about any language when you saw money coming your way. So this is the reality, and I hope people will understand sooner or later that these channels do not care about your emotions, about your religious sentiments, or for that matter, anything but just money.
Right. And what actually struck me in your video report is when you begin by saying that going by their own standards of reporting, Sudarshan News should probably boycott itself. And rightly so, as your story proves. And we will talk about why, the food packets have Arabic labeling, the rationale behind carrying such labelings, which is part of the export policy, so that consumers are aware of the product and its ingredients. We'll also talk to Saahil about his interaction with one of the employees of Sudarshan Ayurveda, and how an entire comedy of errors unfolded, as if the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, with this particular representative of Sudarshan Ayurveda agreeing to supply products in Arabic writing. For the complete audio version of this podcast, I would urge our viewers and listeners to go to newslaundry.com and hear the entire conversation there.
The subscription model is something that keeps Newslaundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to Newslaundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें.